blog buzz. You may be wondering what that means. There are a lot of political blogs out there, which is a hotbed for finding information about what's going on in these races. And the candidate who has been receiving the most attention out there on these blogs is, you guessed it, Mike Huckabee. Very hot right now. He's been dominating web chatter, and he has a surge, of course, that we've been following closely in the recent polls. This screen shows positive and negative mentions in the blogosphere. So all the times that he is mentioned, this one, you know, he's got the most mentions of these political candidates. Now, there are others. That's why it doesn't add up to 100%. But he's got 27%. So it means he's being talked about a tremendous amount out there right now. Mitt Romney is at 18%, Hillary Clinton 15%, tied with Barack Obama and Rudy Giuliani at 13%. Jeff Catlin is the founder of Lexalytics.com, which provides software to monitor these blog sites like PoliticalTrends.info, uses his software to kind of break down all of the information on the political blogs. And, you know, Jeff, this is very interesting. This is a whole nother, you know, we've all been reading the newspapers our whole lives and looking at the internet. And now there are these political columns, and how many of them are you tracking?
We're tracking about 325, give or take, and it changes.
And they're, you know, in all sorts of places like Real Clear Politics and in the nation, all kinds of blogs that are out there. And I've been looking at them and scanning them, and you do some very interesting software. Let's pull up something about the tone that you guys are doing. So you're scanning, your software scans all this information and pulls this stuff out. What does this chart tell us about how people are feeling about Mike Huckabee right now?
Well, what it really says is that he's getting a lot of traction, because one of the things we noticed in the blogs is not just that it's negative, but for all candidates that are gaining traction in the blogosphere, their negative coverage will go way up.
So that negative number is something that Mike Huckabee probably feels really good about.
In the blogosphere, I think you probably do. It's strange, but it's true.
So it means people are talking about you, and like they say, there's no publicity that's bad publicity, I guess, is somewhere along those lines. Let's take a look at Barack Obama. Is it Barack Obama that we have next in the stack of things in there, guys? Okay, here's the tone for Barack Obama. So read this for me.
Actually, well, what's really interesting is not just that chart, but I actually have looked back a little bit. And if you looked at Barack Obama about a week ago, his negatives were around 32%, which is very low, actually, in political blogs. And he's gaining a lot of traction in the blogosphere, a lot of coverage, and as a result, his negatives are popping up, which is exactly what you'd expect.
Some people might say that's, you know, maybe a little bit of negative sentiment from some people about the whole Oprah Winfrey weekend that he had, or is it that Hillary's folks are going at him harder?
Everybody goes at you. In the blogosphere, it seems that when you get popular and you get coverage, what happens is everybody has an axe to grind, and they're going to jump on you, and they're going to jump on you hard if you look like you're leading.
All right, so let's compare Obama with Hillary's tone out there, 30% positive, 46% negative. What kind of move is that for her?
It hasn't moved much. She's always carried a fair amount of negativity around for whatever reason. You know, it's just been that way for her right along, anywhere from 40 to 50% negative coverage for her. She's still getting a tremendous amount of coverage, and it's still fairly, you know, in the same sort of zone it's always been.
All right, Jeffrey Catlin, we're going to be talking to you a lot and following what you guys are tracking on the blogs. It's very interesting stuff, and I know the campaigns are watching it very closely as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to have you here today.
Thank you.